Welcome back, guys. Survival Living here. So we are doing a little bit of things differently here on this channel. First things first, coffee, of course. And that's extremely hot. We're going to start doing emergency alerts. They're going to be reports sent in from you guys. And we got a couple of them today that we need to discuss because we need to be looking at what's going on with our country. There's a lot of things going on overseas that we will address from time to time, but the things that are happening here are not being reported on, or people are reporting on. You guys, you watching, get concerned, and you want to know other people's opinions on this, what research I can do on it, and things like that, and give my opinion on if this is something we need to be worried about or not. So let's go ahead and get into this. All right, so the first thing first, guys, I got to write down here is the National Guard is being placed on high alert. This is something that was sent to us from one of our subscribers in Georgia. Guys, this here, I cannot find any actual documentation on, but it's plausible, okay? So the storyline is that the National Guard is being placed on high alert for many different reasons or just one reason, but they won't tell us what it is. One being the upcoming election. All right, so our last election, the fallout that followed afterwards, showed how much division and, quite frankly, aggravation the American people are with our politics. I'm not going to say democracy because it's not a democracy anymore. It feels like everything's being manipulated and we have to go along to get along. Now, with this, guys, they're saying that National Guard are being placed on high alert in case there is a uprising with the American people over the election results. That's a possibility. That is a possibility. It seems like there's just a powder keg just growing, is burning here, and people are ready to explode. They're tired. They're just burnt out on being pushed by our politicians. And I've said tyrannical government, draconian. It is. If you don't play by their rules, they take everything. What's the old saying that the elitists came up with? You will own nothing and be happy? Yeah. They don't care about us. The other one is the assassination attempts on Donald Trump. They're saying that National Guard are on high alert because there's going to be another attempt or a successful attempt. Now, with a successful attempt or possibly another attempt that fails, the concern is that the American people will have enough and civil unrest will break out. One of the greatest concerns as preppers is we worry about a civil unrest. We try to prepare. I shouldn't say worry. I do not like using that word. We look at a situation and we prepare accordingly. Stocking up. Alternative power. Water supplies. Constantly training. We're preparing for the worst possible events. So I shouldn't say worry. We are prepared. Am I concerned? Yes, I am. So that is the other one here that they're saying that if that assassination attempt happens or an assassination goes through against former president, that the American people is going to have a civil unrest on their hand. Very possible. And the other one, of course, did I cover that one? Yeah. The voters, all right, the poll stations, they're saying that the National Guard is going to be ready for deployment at these poll stations and accounting, all right, where the papers and all that stuff comes in. They got to manually count this stuff. Now in Maricopa, Arizona, Maricopa County, it should be a pop up there for you guys. I've been researching a lot in this. This stuff here, they had thousands of people up there. They were protesting, arguing over what's going on with the election. Nothing's being counted right. Huge presence, and some say that's why the National Guard is going to be there to keep that from coming up, because that's where they are actually counting the votes. Now, whether you believe that the votes are ballot stuffed, if they are manipulated, or the vote is a vote, most people don't. We're seeing more and more people saying, no, this is not going on correctly. And the other one, the National Guard on high alert, is because of a disaster coming to America. Again, I cannot verify any information on this as far as any type of deployment. I've talked to my friends that are in the National Guard. They haven't heard anything about it. But when you're a low peon, you don't hear anything. All right? Like when I was in the service, I never heard anything until, hey, you're doing this. I wasn't privy to the behind closed doors. So a disaster, whether it be an unrest, civil unrest, or an attack here in America. And the reason I bring up here attack on America is because it's going to go into our next thing. There is reports right now, and there's been some other YouTubers discuss this, that the coastal cities of America are preparing for some type of invasion. All right. Now, looking into this, I can see why they would think, you know, something like that. The Dragon's Tooth, that right there, it's an anti-tank movement blockade, basically what it is. It's designed to funnel tanks and heavy equipment into certain kill radius, kill zones. These are popping up. Well, as a matter of fact, here it is, Skybridge down in Tampa. They're popping up down there. And I believe this is where the coastal cities are preparing for a coastal invasion. Looking at this, I can see that would be a good spot for an invasion coming through the Gulf of Mexico. I mean, you coming through the Gulf of Mexico, you got a whole range of areas to land. You got a whole range of areas to attack. Sure. Do I think that a foreign country wants to attack America? Absolutely. Of course I do. As a matter of fact, there should be a billboard pop up there for you. The translation there is that, roughly, is that Alaska belongs to us. That's Russia. Big old billboard. Yeah. They keep on crossing in, you know, flying close to Russia, keep on bringing ships in like they're testing things. And they've been doing that for years. I mean, they've been doing that since the Cold War. Many of us believe, many of us are concerned that there will be an attack in Alaska. I mean, as a matter of fact, they just sent special forces or special operators into Alaska. Yeah, just to, you know, for training purposes. My belief is that there's going to be a big threat there, and they need to make sure all the logistics are correct so they can get troops in when they need to, fast. You know, everything working like an well-oiled machine. So Alaska would be one. Absolutely. The Gulf of Mexico, very possible. But back to the Dragon's Tooth. There is a erosion deterrent, and there should be a pop-up there between the two. That is actually, in my belief, is what's being placed off the shoreline into the water to help keep the shoreline from being eroded. But then again, is it because of an invasion? You know, do they worry about an invasion there? To me, it makes sense to have, you know, Beach of Normandy type of scenario right in the Gulf of Mexico. Why not? It could be something. Then again, it couldn't be just erosion barricades. I mean, these things can be up to 10 foot tall. Possible. Sorry, I had to edit out what I said there because the platform doesn't like it. They keep pushing the agenda of, you know, the earth getting warm. Yeah, you can't say certain things here, guys. I do apologize. Is that one of their steps? You know, the multi-millions of dollars that they're getting from the taxpayers to put concrete blocks on the ground and say, oh yeah, we're doing something? You know, I'll keep on looking at old photos from 50 years ago, 100 years ago of shorelines, and they haven't moved. But, you know, the sea levels are rising. You guys can do your own research on that. You're going to love that. And actually start Googling old photos of coastlines and look at the new photos of coastlines. They're the same. My opinion, my look at things. But yeah, so the Dragon Tooth, when I was contacted about that, I looked into it as well. Yeah, those things are being placed there, but they're calling it something else. The material is different. It's made from concrete and fiber material. I'm guessing it's black fiberglass material or matting, so just to hold the concrete together. And also, that particular type of material will quit deteriorating as fast in salt water compared to your dragon's tooth is concrete and rebar. Rebar rusts out. It always does. Your concrete mats, I've done construction my whole freaking life using concrete mats, metal. It starts rusting out the concrete. Eventually, it'll rust all the way through. The rebar, the concrete starts breaking down. So you put that in salt water, it doesn't last. So guys, that is up to y'all on that. Again, shoot me an email, please do, if you have anything that you want me to cover on these emergency alerts. These are reports that you guys are sending me. This is something I want to start including on the channel. I would like to start doing it every evening when I come home from work, after I have time to look at everything and bring you my thoughts on this. The National Guard scenario is very concerning to me. All right. Why? If this is a real thing, and National Guard are being placed on high alert, is it because of the elections? Is it because of a possible assassination attempt, which will lead to a civil unrest here in America? You know, here's a crazy thing. Maybe people are sick and tired of paying $300 a month for a water bill, or $400 a month for electricity, freaking grocery shop and paying out the wazoo. Got to get a second mortgage for that. Maybe people just had enough. Is that what the National Guard being deployed or getting ready to be deployed? Is that what they're there for? To help lock down and secure areas? Or is it an invasion coming our way and they need to be ready? I don't know. All right, guys, appreciate your time. Again, leave in the comment sections. And yeah, y'all be safe out there. Keep prepping.